Chapter 3. Jack's Present. But before Susie could go on, footsteps pattered up on the shell door and someone scamped at the bottom. Password, shouted Peter, and a doggy voice at once. Wuff, wuff, wuff. Enter Scamper, said Peter. But you said too many wuffs. Scamper, said Peter. But it doesn't matter because I've declared the meeting ended. Susie, if you have anything to say, say it and go. All right, she said. Susie said. That thing Jack has brought is a present from our Uncle Bob, who was once a sailor. It's a telescope, and a really fine one, too. A telescope, said everyone, excited. Yes, now they could see that it was. Jack began to take off the wrappings scullily as Susie went on talking. Well, Jack's idea was to bring it down here and give it to the Secret Seven, said Susie. But Mother and Uncle Bob meant me to share it, and I didn't see why you Secret Seven should have it all. I know I did never see it once it was installed in the shed. So I argued with Jack. Shouted the place down, you mean, said poor Jack. And Mom heard and she came and she said Jack was to share the telescope with me, and though she was pleased that Secret Seven could look through it too. And Jack said he didn't care what Mother said and he wasn't going to let me share any of it. So I shot off by myself and came to the meeting to tell you all this, and left me behind with Mother in a real rage, said Jack. I'm sorry, everyone. I meant to leave the telescope here in the shed so that we could all use it and look at different sorts of things in distance. The different cars going along the hillside road, the castle on the hill, the herons on the old pond. It would have been such fun. Yes, fun for you, but not for me, said Susie. And what about Binky? You want to share the telescope with Peter and Janet and the rest, don't you? Well, I want to share it with Binky. I shouldn't think Binky knows what a telescope is, said Jack. Her head's full of wool, not brains. She wouldn't want to use a telescope. Now listen, said Peter, making up his mind quickly. You'll have to share with Susie. Jack, if your mother says so. But why shouldn't we keep it down here in the shed so that any of us can use it anytime? Not at a special meeting or anything like that. We did have to keep the shed locked then, said Jack. This telescope is quite valuable, said Uncle. Uncle said. But that means that Susie will have to know where the key is. Well, as long as she doesn't try to come to any of our meetings again and spoil them as she has spoiled today's, I don't see why she shouldn't know where the key is, said Peter. We have got to be fair about this, Jack. I bet my mother would say I did to got to share with Janet if someone gave me something like this telescope. Let's be fair. All right, said Jack gloomily. Be fair, but don't blame me if Susie and Binky spy on us and find out all our secrets and passwords and everything. Let's have something to eat and drink, said Janet. We will all feel better then. You'd better have something too, Susie. Being cross always makes people hungry. Well, I'm not hungry, said Susie, getting up. But thank you all and the same. Janet, I know when I'm not wanted. I only come to say I'm going to share the telescope. Wait a bit, said Colette, seeing that Susie was near tears for all her boldness. Before you go, we would better arrange where the key is to be hidden. Then you'll know where to look for it. Tell Jack, and he can tell me, said Susie, stalking out of the door. Goodbye, stuck ups. Wait till I tell Binky about this. She slammed the door so hard that Scamper jumped and began to bark. Jack looked round at the others, feeling ashamed of his sister. Susie's got such a temper, he said. I'm so sorry about this. Let's not talk about Susie, said Janet. She didn't go off because she didn't want to share our food. She went because she was afraid she was going to cry. I want. I can just imagine how awful she did feel if she did in front of all of us. No, so nobody said another word about Susie but tucked into currant buns and macarons and hot cocoa. Scamper had his share and thoroughly enjoyed himself. He went to sniff all round the big, strange looking parcel that Jack had brought into the shed. No one seems interested in my telescope except Scamper, said Jack in a forlorn voice, and I was so very excited about it. Peter clamped on his shoulder, on the shoulder. So are we. Come on, let's see this wonderful present. Thank you for watching, everyone. Don't forget to like, share, and of course, subscribe. If you haven't seen the previous videos, check it out.